over the past year, I've been on a mission, an eyeshadow panning mission, and that mission is to hit 101 eyeshadow pans. And today I can share with you, I am currently at pan number 84. We are so close to hitting our 101 pan goal. So today I'm going to talk you through pan 78 to 84. We are so close. We are so close, guys. I am pre-filming a little bit as well, so there may be a few extra pans in the time between filming this and this going live, but that will be in my next update. Hold your horses, don't you panic. I do a hell of a lot of project panning content here on my channel, and that means I do hit pan on quite a lot of eyeshadow. It's really satisfying to me. I absolutely love hitting pan on eyeshadow. So if you love it as well, definitely like and subscribe. Stick around. I am doing Vlogmas right now. I am uploading every single day, 31 days of December. I hope you are enjoying it so far. There is a lot more content coming your way, so stick around for that. Without further ado, let's jump in to these juicy, satisfying eyeshadow pans. So pan number 78 and 79 both come from my Juvia's Place Warrior palette. So 78 is the shade Moremi, which is this shade. This is an inner corner shade in the middle of this palette, and this, as I said, is shade number 78. It is so crazy saying those high numbers because I feel like I have been working on this project for an eternity. It is going to be insane when I do finally hit this 101 pans goal because it's been a long time coming. But this palette was my project level up palette. It was my project level 4 palette, which means I had to hit 4 pans while that palette was in the project. So Moremi was the first one, like I said, and then the second one that I'm talking about today is the shade Backward down here, and it is this true gold shimmer. So this is the shade number 79 in this project. Both coming from the same palette. Very easy for me, just picking out one palette. I'm not complaining at all. This palette is looking a lot more loved, but it has actually been decluttered. I did do a massive eyeshadow palette declutter as part of Vlogmas. If you have not seen that, I will link it up in the cards above. Definitely go and watch it because it was very, very satisfying. But as I said, this one is sadly leaving my collection. Even though we've worked so hard on it, it is for naught because it is gone. It's being banished, it's being exiled. We are not seeing it anymore. Next is a palette that is not being decluttered. It is my baby, the Carnival XL Pro palette. And the shade number 80 is the shade Keen right up here. I'm going to lean it on my face because it is easier. And this is a bright yellow matte eyeshadow. It is the shade number 80. You can see it there. I hope so. Anyway, this was part of a Pan Those Eyeshadows project. And this palette is now my focus palette for that project, which means every single round I will roll in a shade from this palette to hit pan on because I don't know, it's such a big palette and I do have pans in it as you can see, but I just want even more pans. I want pan in every single shade, and I thought that project would be the perfect project to get some use out of this bad boy. Because if you think I'm rolling it into a project level up and using every single shade 5 times, you are very much mistaken. That is not happening at all. So Keen is the shade 80. Next, and sticking with the Pan Those Eyeshadows theme, this is the Revolution Maxi Reloaded shade 7. It is this kind of mauvey, dusty, pinky shade. And as I said, it was in a Pan Those Eyeshadows project. This is the shade 81. So we are creeping closer to that 101 goal. Oh my god. This didn't take too long to hit pan on. It wasn't a very pigmented shade, and this has also been decluttered. I also did a humongous, and I mean humongous, single eyeshadow declutter. I got rid of 30% of my single eyeshadows. So again, if you haven't seen that, I'll link it up in the cards. It's always a little bit sad hitting pan on something and then immediately decluttering it, but you know what? It is what it is. I don't really like this shade too much. I'm glad that it was in a Pan Those Eyeshadows because it really allowed me to know that. If it wasn't in a Pan Those Eyeshadows, who knows? I might have kept it and thought that it was a really nice shade. But I know now it's not something that I gel with. I'm not really a pink girl, even though I am wearing it today. But ignore that. Ignore that. So shade 81, we are getting so close. We're getting so close, guys. I cannot contain myself. Like, honestly, by like February we could hit 101 pans, which would be amazing. Oh my god. So the shade 82 and 83 both come from my Book of Magic palette. This is my Project Level Up Level 5 palette. This is what it currently looks like. As I said, I am pre-filming a tiny little bit, so this week as I'm filming this, I will be working on this palette. So hopefully I'll be able to hit maybe one more pan by the time this goes live. But I want to talk first about Manifest, which is this brown shade here. I use this in my eyebrows to hit pan on it. And this is pan number 1 out of 5 for my Project Level Up. And then I have the shade Voodoo, which is the tiniest, weeniest pan. These are shades 82 and 83. Again, so close. I can't believe we're saying 80 already. Oh my goodness me. But Voodoo is a super dark purple shade. I actually really enjoyed playing with this. And when this palette was rolled into my Level Up project pan, it had already got a pretty big dip in it. So it just needed one last little push to hit pan on. And this is what we look like. This palette is so beaten up. There is a lot of pans in this. It makes me very, very happy. I love this palette so much. And I'm really, really happy that it is finally looking loved. I say finally. It's looked loved for a while, but even more loved. You know what I mean. And then finally, the shade 84 comes from my Bella Pierre All Stars palette. This is my Pan That palette in order. And again, it's a pretty tiny pan, but it is pan nonetheless. It is the shade number 3 in this palette. You can see all these shades have been quite neutral so far. So I am kind of looking forward to getting to this side of the palette, because that side is definitely a lot more me. I do like my bright, fun, colourful makeup, even though I am wearing pretty neutral shades today. But I don't think this shade will be far behind. It does already have a little bit of a dip in it. But yeah, this one was quite difficult to hit pan on, to be honest. It had almost like a cream texture to it. So there was no kick up. It was pretty firmly pressed, but I did it. I conquered it. I did not give up, and I hit pan. So that is the shade 84. 84. There's really not many shades left to go. Next update, we will be in the 90s. And then the update after that, I hope we will be able to hit our magical 101st eyeshadow pan. That would be insane, guys. That would be so amazing. I think we can do it. I think the end is in sight. I don't know what I'm going to do when this project is over, because this has been such a massive part of my channel, and I'm just going to feel lost. I'm going to feel lost without it. But I'm so amazingly proud of my progress in this project. 101 eyeshadow pans, so close yet so far, but we will hit that goal soon. I feel it in my bones. What do you think of this update? Do you think we're close, or do you think I'm delusional? Let me know down in the comments. As always, everything on my face and everything that I have talked about in this video will be linked down in the description box if you are curious about anything. How are you liking Vlogmas? Let me know as well. I hope you are enjoying it. I've put so much effort into this, and I just really want it to pay off. I really do. I'm praying and hoping. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.